more, I would say one way how of it, and then the next one. What I usually do is plan A, and that's Red Eyes Fusion.
Yeah.
Probably on the screen right now.
Probably.
If I don't have it in my starting hand, I hope that I have Red Eyes Insight, where I play that. I send one Red Eyes either from the hand or deck to the graveyard, and then add a Red Eyes card.
Yeah.
Which will 9 out of 10 Red Eyes Fusion.
Generally review, yeah.
Generally, yeah. So I play Red Eyes Fusion. If I have the materials in the hand already, use them. Or I can use it from the deck or on the field.
Yeah.
It's mostly from the deck because I don't usually have it in the hand most of my time. So let's say I want to get out Meet Your Black Comet Dragon. That'll be on the screen right now.
Yeah.
What I do, I send a normal Red Eyes. Red Eyes Flare counts as a normal monster in the graveyard and hand, I believe.
I do believe, yeah.
So what I usually do is I send Red Eyes and a level 6 dragon, preferably Crystal Dragon.
That's what you generally do, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I fusion summon it then to get Black Comet.
Yeah.
Then I use Black Comet effect. Well, if it was summoned by Red Eyes Fusion, its name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah.
So I then use Meteor's effect, where I send a Red Eyes card from the deck to the graveyard. This is where I send Flare, and they take half of its attack as damage. Flare is basically like Red Eyes, 24 attack.
Yep.
So they take 12. Like I said, if I had Inferno Fire Blasts in my hand, I can play that because the fusion monster becomes Red Eyes. The name is Red Eyes, so you can treat it as Red Eyes. So you play Inferno Fire Blast, target a Red Eyes, and your opponent takes burning damage equal to its original attack.
Yeah.
Because it's Meteor, it'll be on 35. So they take 35. If I have a second one, play that one.
Yeah.
The only problem is you can't add Inferno Fire Blast to the hand from the deck. You have to draw into it. There is no card. So far, it could change in the future, but there are no cards that can let me add Inferno Fire Blast from the deck to the hand.
Yeah.
Plan B, if I don't have Meteor, I usually get Arcfiend out. That's a level 7 Red Eyes and a normal Archfiend monster. No, this is not like Scarlet Archfiends.
No.
This is
the original Archfiends, yeah.
It's Summoned Skull. I get him to get out Arcfiend Black Skull Dragon.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I get it out with Red Eyes Fusion, he becomes Red Eyes. Good thing with him, you can when you attack into your opponent, either directly or to your monster's attack, your opponent cannot activate card effects until after the battled step.
So Mirror Force is useless.
Yeah, Mirror Force will be useless. So what that means is I attack, and let's say
you attack Starlight.
Yes, because Archfiend's on 32.
Starlight is 3,000.
So you take the 200 damage.
Yeah.
And because you had Mirror Force set, there's no point of you activating it after the damage step because the monster is already destroyed.
Exactly.
And the battle's already commenced. With Arcfiend, he's on screen now or probably earlier on.
Yeah.
That if you do damage during your battle phase, or even if my opponent attacks into Arcfiend and they take damage, I can send a Red Eyes card from the graveyard into the deck, but I think it has to be a normal Red Eyes, so Red Eyes Black Dragon or Red Eyes Flare Black Dragon. Or was it Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon? I can't remember.
One of them.
Yeah, I send them back to the deck, and my opponent would take damage equal to the monster's attack. So as I said, I did 200 into you with your Arcfiend, plus an extra 24 with the effect, so in total 26. Inferno Fire Blast works with him as well if it's summoned by Red Eyes Fusion.
Yeah.
Plan C, for example, now I've bricked So I'm like, but I have a super poly in my hand. I have to hope to God that my opponent has dark monsters.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 Starving Venom Fusion Dragons in the extra deck.
Yeah.
You all know what that is. The reason why I said it in my deck list where I said you mostly use Super Poly because you can't get out Starving Venom with Red Eyes Fusion. Even because I think it's that the Fusion monster has to say Red Eyes on the Fusion material. Yeah. You can't just say Red Eye Fusion for Starving Venom.
Yeah.
So if I get Starving Venom out, what the main goal is to use your card, your monsters.
Yeah.
If I don't, then I'll use my monsters, my weaker ones. Because when Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is first fusion summoned, he gains attack equal to 1 monster on the field.
Yeah.
On your side of the field. So I'd be like, your highest attacking monster, he gains that. Excuse me. Or if I fusion summon his monsters, then Starving will stay the same.
Yeah.
Good thing with Starving Venom is, for example, now Starving Venom has 28 attack.
Yeah.
So if, let's say, Arcfiend destroyed him, Starving Venom's effect will kick in, destroy all your opponent's special summoned monsters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have another trick, which I usually go into Red Eye's Alternative. I get him out, attack into one of my opponent's monsters with a higher attack. Because if Alternative is destroyed, I special summon a Red Eyes from the graveyard. And if it's a normal Red Eyes Black Dragon, not Flare, then his attack is doubled to 4,800. And that's not for the turn, that's until it goes back to the graveyard. So yeah. Now, Red Eyes is my personal deck, but we'll probably talk more about our personal decks later on in the podcast.
Yep.
So that is Group 2. And now we're going to go to Group 3. You're going to see Group 3 on your screens right now.
Yep.
And they are the Destiny Heroes, Karibo, the Egyptian Gods, and the Nordic deck. We're going to start from top to bottom again. We're going to start with you again, Adam, about your Destiny Heroes.
Well, the Destiny Hero deck is my brother's deck. He made the Destiny Hero deck because, he remembered them from when he was little, so...
Yeah. With GX.
Yeah, GX and all them, yeah. Obviously, new cards have been added as we go along. I'm on about the Extra Heroes, the Vision Heroes, there's a few of them in there. For example, if I was to completely... My standard opening move, shall we say, is I hope that I draw a D cubed. D cubed, yeah. D cubed works. You can discard 2 cards from your hand, special summon 2 more D cubes. So that could branch off into a lot of things, yeah.
Because that effect's really good, and I'm pretty sure you say D cubed counts as a Destiny Hero.
He does cast as a Destiny Hero. So in other words, you see the card on screen now. You can branch off with 3 links to a Dread Decimator, Extra Hero Dread Decimator, or you could go for Infernal Divisor with 2 links. Because what he does, you reveal to your opponent 1 Hero Fusion monster from your extra deck, and if you do, add up 2 of the fusion materials listed with different names from your deck to your hand. Now what I would generally do there, I would add probably Elemental Hero Honest Neos, by revealing Trinity, Vision Hero Trinity, you say 3 hero monsters. So Honest Neos and Destiny Hero Dogma.
Exactly. And the thing is as well, as you said, D cubed counts as Destiny Heroes on the field.
Yeah.
Not only that, if you have a Polymerization in your hand, you got Trinity out just like that.
Yeah, in other words,
Turn 1. Basically, first turn Trinity. Just like that.
My favourite card from the deck is either Destiny Hero Dogma or Plasma. Dogma is one of the brutal cards because during your opponent's next standby phase after he was summoned, your opponent's life points are just half. They're sliced straight in half.
Exactly. It has to be fusion summoned, or is it special summoned?
Destiny Hero Dogma cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by tributing 3 monsters.
Right. So the half-life points thing, is that when it's summoned or...
The next standby phase of your opponent.
Alright. It's not like every turn just
Oh, no. Only the once. It's only the once, yeah. That'll be a bit too overpowered. But the issue with Destiny Hero and Dogman Plasma is they cannot be brought back from the grave.
So it's a massive risk.
Yeah, if you send them to the grave saying by using Destiny Draw, we discard a Destiny Hero monster, draw 2 cards, then you just wasted a Dogma. Yeah, unless you run multiple ones. I run 2 Dogmas and 1 Plasma, because I find that's the easiest way to do it. And also they got a fusion for Destiny and Dragoon, who is one of the top ones. He just destroys everything on the field. And you've probably seen more of him in my deck profile I did of the Destiny Heroes. And yeah, that's about it for them.
Exactly. Because Destiny Heroes are pretty good.
Yeah, they've improved over the years.
Right. Do you have anything else for Destiny Hero?
No, that's about it.
Right, the next deck is mine, which is Kuriboh.
Hey.
Now, I made this as a joke deck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this once, where we were in our locals playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And at the time, I think it was in October, they were selling the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advent calendars, because Konami liked to sell them in October for some reason.
God does.
And it was Kuriboh themed, so I went, you know what, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
I can easily make a deck out of it. I have the deck, obviously. I only bought one of them. But I'm like, wait a minute, I remember I've got Kuriboh cards at home.
Yeah.
So I looked through the Advent calendar. I did have some cards I didn't have. And cards I do have, went, right, I'll put these in this. It's not the best. It's more of a stall deck.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually win a lot, but it does sometimes.
Yeah.
It's mostly through I concede kind of deals.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Or run out of cards.
What I usually do is get Kuriboh and discard him, obviously, when I get attack.
Yeah.
There's Kuribon, which is a good effect. I think it's a female. I can't tell. A lot of people saying it's a male Kuriboh with a tail and a bow. But I always call it a she. What her effect is, if, for example now, Destiny Hero Trinity attacked into it, like just fusion summoned it, so he's on 5,000.
Yeah.
Attacks into Kuribon. Now Kuribon only has 300 attack, but its effects is that I don't lose that life point.
No.
Instead, your opponent gains that much life points.
So you gain 5,000.
So you end up getting 4,700 between the difference.
Yeah.
So you gain that. For me, then, Kuribon is then added back to the hand.
So it's not like an instant delay card, in other words.
Yeah, so basically I can just keep playing it, but the problem is, if I keep playing it, he's going to be like, right, I can get more life points.
In other words, you can grind it.
Basically you can grind, but what I tend to do is I keep summoning it. If I notice then he has a lot more monsters, I tend to try and get into Link Kuriboh.
Yeah, Link Kuriboh was really useful, yeah.
It's really useful. A lot of people make fun of it, but I'm like, dude, it's a good card. It may not work in every deck, but it's good. It can save you.
Yeah.
I do have Wing Kuriboh level 10 in there. But you need spell cards and you need Winged Kuriboh as well. Either in the hand or field. But you got to discard 2 cards.
Yeah.
It's on the screen. I think it's either 2 cards or 2 spell cards. I can't remember.
I think it's and then 2, I think.
Yeah. And then you get Winged Kuriboh level 10, and you get to special it from the hand, or graveyard, or deck. I can't remember. I don't think it was from deck. You special him. He may only have, is it 300 attack defense? Because Winged Kuriboh level 9 is summoned differently.
Yeah.
But when you summon Winged Kuriboh level 10, you don't attack. You just go, all right, I summon him. Because it has a quick effect. When, for example, now it's about to attack. What's this? 1 hour.
Yeah, it's lane over. Yeah. Yeah, we're on an hour. Yeah, before lane over. Yeah.
Oh, we're in the 1 hour mark. I didn't know
We're
that.
about a few minutes left and we're in an hour, yeah.
Oh, wow. Where was? Oh, yeah, Winged Creeper level 10. For example, now, you have Dogma, Plasma, and Trinity out.
Yeah.
And you're like, right, I have Dogma to attack your Winged Creeper level 10. I could go, right, quick effect. I can tribute Winged Creeper level 10.
Yeah.
Destroy all of your monsters.
Yeah.
And you take all the attack as damage.
Which is brutal.
So Dogma has how much attack?
34.
And then Trinity has 25.
So that is 3,900. And how much does Plasma have? Have a look. Plasma, I think he's 16. He's really low.
Yeah.
His effect is dangerous, so it makes it so good.
Yeah. But like
19.
All those
so that
19.
Is...
So in total, that's like 4,000, like more than 4,000. Sorry,
we're hitting the 7,000 mark roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just lost that in one turn. Now, obviously, you cannot Monster Reborn Winged Creeper level 10.
Like Dogma.
Yeah. Not only that, most of the time I have Reborn. What I do is I set Hopies in the graveyard, and I hope to have a lot more Karibos in there.
Yeah.
Then I'll play like Reborn's effect. I can banish him to special summon as many Karibo monsters. That does include Karibo and Winged Karibo. As it says Karibo on the name. And I think some other Karibo cards.
Yeah.
So special them. And then have Death in it, which is a quick effect. Play that. Destroy as many Karibo cards I have. And then I can destroy as many of those cards on my opponent's sphere. So if I destroyed 5 Karibos on my side of the field, I get to destroy 5 cards on your side of the field. Now there are fusion cards in it. Like I think I got Fusion Substitute, Super Poly, and Polymerization. No, that's mostly just to get out Starving Venom.
Yeah.
I also have Decode Talker and Decode Talker Extender. They'll probably be on the screen, but probably just flash really quick, so I'm not expecting it to thing. But if you do want to see their effects, just pause the video and check.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to the next deck, which is mine again, which are the Egyptian gods. Now, you'd be thinking, why have you got 2 gods in the tournament? Well, one's focused on Ra. Well, this one's more focused with all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I saw this deck list off a YouTuber, and I copied it. But I did add a few other cards, and you might watch the tournament and be like, why are you playing that card?
Okay.
Obviously, I have Obelisk, Slifer, and Ra. There's also Sphere Mode and Immortal Phoenix. Now, this one's more of like a stall deck.
Yeah.
As well. Where I try to stall my opponent. So I try and get the gods out. Now I play Scapegoat. It's also in the Ra one. Now, when your opponent... Well, when you flip summon it, Scapegoat's effect activates, where you get the special summon as many tokens as possible. So that's 4 tokens, so that's 5 on the field already. Yeah. I then usually... Scapegoat is also a tuner. So I synchro him on one of the tokens into Formula Synchron.
Yeah.
Special him. No, I tend to keep him in the extra monster zone sometimes. When he's in that, well, when he's summoned in defense, because he has 2,000 defense, I get to draw a card. So that's basically my draw power, and I hope I get like a certain card. Scapegoat also helps you when someone attacks into it, because when I attack into Scapegoat, I flip it and go like, right, it's effect. 4 tokens come out, but Scapegoat is still destroyed.
Yeah.
I also have Ra's Disciple. That's also in Ra. If you normal summon Ra's Disciple, special summon another 2. I also have Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. So yeah, I think. What else have I got? Oh, So yeah, what I usually do, I mostly summon Ra, and Ra, Sphere mode Ra, and Obelisk more.
Yeah.
Slifer's usually in there. Well, he is, but I don't usually summon him. If I got nothing else to summon, I'll be like, right, I'm summoning Slifer.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say about the gods. I'm gonna go back to Arden. I'm going to talk about his recent deck that he already did a deck list about, and that's the Nordics.
Nordics on my personal deck. Now, this Nordic deck, I looked at some other Nordic deck profiles, and they were all they either run one Loki and no Thor and Odin, or the other way around. But I run all Thor, Loki, and Odin, because I've made a deck that actually works with it all.
Yeah, because if you have all three out, you're pretty unstoppable in a way.
Odin destroys effects, Loki destroys spells and traps, and Thor destroys effects, Loki spells and traps, and Odin all of it. Now,
exactly.
The main key factor of this deck is Gullvig of the Nordic Ascendants, probably on the screen now. Her effect states one level 5 or lower Nordic monster to get her out. Really easy, because your chance of you drawing into a level 4 in this deck is really high. Because like 20 of them. So, if this card is link summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards from your hand or field, and if you do, special summon as many Nordic monsters from your deck in defense position. So if I say banished the link and 2 others, I can bring out 3 Nordic monsters. So I can bring a level 2 and 2 level 4s. Odin's out first go. You know?
Yeah.
And there's 2 cards that shocked a few people, I think, when I ran them. That was Dark Hole and Gravity Bind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird in there. Yeah. The reason they're in there is because of Odin. Because Odin cannot be targeted by spells of trap. Gravity Bind, Spellbinding Binding Circle, Swords of Revealing Light, Walls of Revealing Light does not work on Odin. Same with Dark Hole. So you can destroy all of the monsters on the field except for Odin.
Yeah.
And some other cards that are controversial in there is the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
Yeah, because that's a new card that you said you're adding in.
Yeah, I actually got him here at the moment. So, why do I run that? Because that's like nothing to do with Nordics. I don't care about that. My point is simple. You need 2,000 cards. So what would I do? Simple. You would go for the Gullvig, the Link monster, get out 1 Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascendants, which is probably on screen now, and I'll go to Tier of the Nordic Champions. Tier of the Nordic Champions is a very hard card to use, because when your opponent cannot target any other cards except him when he's on the field. Also, if you don't control a Nordic monster, you got to destroy him. So, if you get another Nordic monster before you summon him, you're fine. Then, 2 to 2,000 or more, you get out Photon Dragon. Really simple way to get him out. Again, another card that's quite controversial is that, it was like Jamie said in his Phantom Knights, is the Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon.
True, it's not really controversial.
No.
But the thing is, Dark Rebellion basically works with a lot of decks.
Yeah,
at the same time, not everyone wants to run certain cards.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of an unexpected card then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people don't expect me to say, okay, I go Dark Rebellion, because they think, okay, why would you get that? That doesn't make any sense when it comes to the archetype and all that. I run this deck purely because it works and it's quite strong. Like, for example, the other card I run in there that people think, why you run that for, is the Satellite Cannon. The Satellite Cannon is, how to put it again, another very brutal card. This card can be destroyed in battle with level 7 or lower monsters. During each of your end phase, this card gains 1,000 attack. If the card attacks, the increased attack returns to 0 after damage calculation. So if you, say, saved up for 8 turns and attack directly, that's game.
Neat.
And that is the Nordics.
Right, we're going to go on to the last group.
Yeah.
And that is Group 4. Again, it'll be on your screen right now. I'm going to talk about it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Adam's going to talk again, because it's his deck. And it's the Cyber Gadgets.
This Cyber Gadget deck, people...
So, Adam...
Cyber Gadgets now. People think when they hear Cyber Dragons, they think, oh god. But then when they hear the gadgets, they think, great. But when you put them both together, it comes with a whole different ballgame completely. Because they actually work really well together. Because what I mean is, surprisingly, they work really well. You don't expect it, because they're both machines, obviously they can link with each other. And the different cards to help get harder to summon Cyber End and Cyber Twin, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the Cyber End Dragon was my very first Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
Very first.
Yeah, I still have him. You run him in this deck. He's battered, he's crinkled, he is bent, but he is fine. Yeah.
But he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there, even now. So like 12 years later. Yeah. The Cyber Gadgets, I made them because I was written a gadget deck and I thought, it's not working really that well. And I thought, how can I upgrade it? And I thought, Cyber Dragons, they're strong, they're machines, they should work, you know. Yeah.
And then not only that, they added new support for the gadgets with silver and gold.
Yeah, and they're handy, to get out even more monsters to link off into Platinum Gadget or Dark.
Exactly.
Or
and
the Cyber Dragon Siege.
Stronghold, the Moving Fortress.
Yeah, and what's the other one called?
The original one. I can't remember what that one was called.
Powerhold, the Moving Battery.
That was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, when he's a trap, that can become a monster. When he is summoned, you select a gadget monster from your deck. I recommend Gold Gadget because he's the strongest. His attack becomes double of that Gold Gadget. So that'll be on 34. So he's on 17. And that's it for the Cyber Gadgets.
Now, the next 3 decks are mine. I'm going to go through them quickly because they're basically already built decks by Konami from a starter deck and decks they've already built. The first one is Cyber Dragons. Now, we have the Cyber Gadgets and Cyber Dragons in the same group, which should be interesting. Now, I'm not a master of Cyber Dragons. I'm still learning them.
Yeah.
Well, still trying to understand, but what I know is, what I try to do when I play it is I try to get a fusion monster out.
Yeah.
Or I try to get Cyber Dragon Nova Infinity out.
Yeah.
Cyber Dragon Nova Infinity is on screen right now. He's got a good effect where I can target one of my opponent's monsters and equip it to him as material.
Yeah.
And he gains 200 attack for each material. So he starts at 21. But because, for example, now, you'll have 3 material, 2, 4, 6. That's an extra 600. He's throwing 27. Use his effect. So 29. You can also negate effects as well,
which is really handy for shutting down decks.
Exactly. That's all I can say about that because I'm not a pro about it. The next one is the Legendary Dragons. Again, this came with the Cyber Dragon deck in the Legendary Dragon decks box set.
Yeah.
I've already said it. There are a lot of cards missing from it because I took them out because Gareth needed the the Fang of Cryptius, so I took all the Cryptius cards out. It's probably not going to do well, but at the same time, we'll try.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to use that deck. All I can say is Yaya Tamias is in there, Dark Magician's in there, Dark Magician Girls in there. That's all I can say. And the next one is the starter deck Yugi Reloaded, which is it's a structure deck.
That's about it.
that's literally about it. The most I've ever done was the most combo I've done was like Ancient Rules, get special summon Dark Magician from the hand, or use that. Skilled Dark Magician and Skilled White Magician.
Oh yeah.
There are no extra deck cards in there. I can see this deck struggling. If it somehow goes to the quarterfinals, I'll be amazed.
It will be quite interesting,
Exactly. That's all I can say about this. So that's all the group's done.
So, what are your predictions? Who do you think will win it?
Oh, well, we've already done Group 1 predictions, and I said Ra. I think for Group 2, no offence, but I think Phantom Knights and Red Eyes will go through.
I think
but
so,
at the same time, but at the same time, Arc Queens could pull up.
Yeah, just by our personal tournaments, I don't know.
Yeah. What about you for Group 2?
I'll agree with you. I'll agree. Yeah.
Alright. Group 3, I actually think Destiny Heroes and the Nordics will win that group.
I think so, yeah, because me and my brother, we've played Nordics versus Destinies, and Destinies, around 8 times out of 10, always win. But yeah, if they don't clash, then yeah.
Yeah. There was that one tournament we did, and Nordics beat Destiny Heroes in the final.
Yeah, but it was by it was not landslide, sorry, it was more by the hair on the chin sort of thing, yeah.
But it's part luck of the draw.
Oh, completely.
And then Group 3, the obvious one, Cyber Gadgets. I don't know about the rest, but I'm going to say Cyber Dragons as well.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you?
I would either say Cyber Dragons or Cyber Gadgets. One of the cybers, I would say.
Yeah. Now, back to what question you said. Who do I think is going to win, and who do I think is going to be the top 4? Right, this is going to be tough because, well, potentially we could end up having... right, top 4, but that's hard. I reckon my top 4 would be... I reckon Nordics will win.
Yeah.
I reckon Red Eyes will be second.
Yeah.
I think Phantom Knights will be third.
Right.
And then the Destiny Heroes fourth.
Well, I think, this might shock you, I think Phantom Knights will win it. I think
Phantom Knights?
Yeah. And then I think Destiny Heroes second, Nordics third, Red Eyes fourth. No, I think...
That's not... Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
Because the reason I say that Phantom Knights might win it is because if you get Dark Requiem out, he can take down my Odin or my Thor, my Loki easily.
Because but at the same time though, you can just special them back by banishing a Nordic monster.
True. What I'm saying is that it's all a game of who gets their ace card out first. Is it going to be your Requiem or is it going to be my Odin? Which one's going to come out first?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think those 4 decks are going to be the main ones.
For all we know, we could end up keep countering each other and then win by with a monster that has 800 attack.
Yeah, just whittle you down.
And the deck and the winner is the Phantom Knights, and the card that made it win was a monster that had 800 attack.
That'll be the ace card.
But that's why I think we'll be in the top 4.
Yeah. I agree with your order, but in different order. I agree with your cards, but in different order. Yeah.
Yeah. What show Cyber Gadgets will win?
Yeah. The structure deck just beats them all.
The starter deck and the zombies are top 2.
Yeah, that would be very funny. It'll be interesting. That.
Right. So that's all the groups done and our predictions.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm looking at the list. Let me get a list down and so I can bring them to eye level. Done that. Times. What time are we going to set it up for? Have we said that bit about what time?
No, we haven't.
No.
Well, we did in the rules and band list video, but
we know we have more definite answer, don't we?
For the group stages.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be 2 deals a day.
Yeah.
For the groups. So group 1 all the groups will only last about 3 days.
Yeah.
So that's 12 days in total, hopefully.
Yeah.
We're hoping to do 1 deal in the afternoon by 2 p.m.
Yeah, GMT, British times.
GMT, yeah. This will be UK time. So sorry to our American friends who are watching.
Yep, or whatever.
Yeah. So we're going to have 2 videos a day. One, for the group stages, it'll be at 2 p.m, the first deal.
Yeah.
And then the second deal, we're hoping to be between 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. It'll probably be around 6.
Yeah, probably. Probably in the 6:30 to 6 o'clock mark, probably. Early as we can do it.
We'll probably say 6:30.
Yeah, be on the safe side.
Right, so 2 o'clock will be the first game, and then the second game will be at 6:30. And then the next AM will be match day 2. Day 2 and match day 3 and 4, which will be the same time, 2 p.m. and then 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
The quarterfinals, semi-final, and the semi-finals will have their own day. So, not only that, they will be uploaded at a different time from the groups. They'll be between 2 p.m. and 6:30 p.m.
So subscribe and knock on your bells for
that. We're hoping between 4 p.m.
Yeah.
For the quarterfinals and semi-finals. And then when we go to bronze final and the finals, we're hoping to have a 7 p.m. upload.
Yeah. That'll be a good time then.
So because it feels like a finals at night time and all that.
Yeah. Well, all the finals in the world are at night, you know.
Yeah, it's much more atmospheric.
Yeah.
So that's the timings we're hoping. If there is anything changing, we will try our best to do a quick upload to say, look, unfortunately, we can't do this today.
Next thing I probably will be doing is getting an Instagram page, a Facebook page, a Twitter page up and running. Don't think that's going to be today. It's probably be tomorrow or the day after, but I'll link all in the description when they're up.
Yeah. Both of us will have it, so we both share the account. So, both of us will know the password and email, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if anything happens, we'll let you know, saying, look, we can't upload at 2 p.m. Something's happened with
family crisis,
editing.
illness, or editing,
or we're ill or something. Or if Adam's ill, we're fucked because he does. Editing. We're done for.
Well, no, we're very rare I'm ill, don't worry.
Hi. I think that's it for the times.
What's next? Look.
What's next on the list?
Predictions, done that. That's it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that was quick. Well,
we've been streaming hour and 16 minutes.
Hour and 16, wow.
That's not bad.
Right, before we leave, we do have a couple of announcements.
Yeah.
Adam's making a second account. We're going to do a different... He's going to upload his own other videos on there.
Yeah, it's called Tiny Tina's Tiny Wrestling Show, so if you have any wrestling fans out there, send them my way. The channel is being a bit of a pain at the moment because it's not letting me upload anything, so I'll have to work out what the hell is doing that. So, so that might be a few days.
But at the same time, when it's ready and up and ready, he will post the link in the description.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we're hoping to have a separate podcast on there where we talk about everything
things. And anything, yeah.
We
should call it,
Yeah.
Anything and everything.
Everything and anything.
That's quite a good name.
That's good, that is. On Zig Reilly, which is your main channel, you're going to keep it slightly Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mainly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, Magic, or whatever you're gathering. May have a few different card games, but mainly Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. What else? Announcements. Was there anything else after that?
Not for my side. Anything with you?
No. Well, all we can say as well is be on the lookout for Yu-Gi-Oh! Trailer 3.
Yeah, that'll probably be early tomorrow or late tonight, something like that.
Trailer 2 is within the draw episode, but we've both agreed we're going to upload... Well, he's going to upload the Trailer 2 on its own in a bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully it was up yesterday or later on. And so, yeah. Well... This is our first ever podcast we've done on the Ziggy Jokes podcast. The Yu-Gi-Oh! World Cup special.
We have been your hosts, Zigrelli, and this is Jamie Jokes, and we're glad to do this with you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the tournament. Peace out,
Peace.